B'Shem Hashem Nasev Natzliach. Birkas Hamozon, Part 1, for the protection of Binyamin Aaron ben Devora, Yitzir Mordechai ben Tamar, for the Hatzlacha Mitzvahs of all the soldiers, of all the Lomdei Torah, for the Hatzlacha Mitzvahs of Klal Yisrael, for the Refuah Shalem Yisrael Ben Esther Rachel. So the Chinuch says that someone who's careful with Birkas Hamozon, his mezonos will always be mitzuyim lai. Mitzuyim means easy. It means having easy parnasa. So who doesn't want easy parnasa? And of course everybody wants easy parnasa. So let's understand the chinuch and let's understand a little bit about Birkas Hamozon. And like I posted before, we'll try and understand a little bit what's going on in Birkas Hamozon. As we know, Moshe Rabbeinu composed the brachas in Birkas Hamozon. And the first one, is praising HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Also, it's a mitzvah d'oraisa. Birkas Hamozon is a mitzvah d'oraisa. It's one of the 613 mitzvahs I say. One of the 613 mitzvahs. One of the 248 mitzvahs I say. One of the 248 positive commandments. And another way that it's unique is that it is a bracha that is d'oraisa. So the other bracha that we know as d'oraisa is Birkas HaTorah. So the two brachas d'oraisa we have is Birkas HaTorah and Birkas Hamozon. Birkas HaTorah is it all three? So you can see the Shaigas Aryeh on that. I think it's Siman Yud Beis. Yud Gimel, there's more than one Siman on it. But Birkas Hamozon, the Chol HaDeis, is absolutely d'oraisa, and Moshe Rabbeinu was the one who composed the actual words for it. So it's awesome that we have the actual words of Moshe Rabbeinu in front of us, and I would assume that it's Birkas Shvach. We know that there's three types of brachas. There's Birkas HaMitzvahs, Birkas HaNe'anin, right? Birkas brachas that we make on mitzvahs, brachas that we make on physical enjoyment, and Birkas Shvach, brachas that we use to praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu with. And I would assume that this is Shvach, is praising HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you see that through the whole first bracha, that it's praising HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that He provides food for the whole world. So, just a statement over here, just in terms of in derech musar. We start off the bracha Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech Haolam. We talk directly to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Stating what Hashem does, and then it says Hu noisein lechem l'chol basar, He. So now it's not directly addressing HaKadosh Baruch Hu anymore. It's into like a statement about HaKadosh Baruch Hu, third person. Hu noisein lechem l'chol basar ki yidam chastoi. And in His goodness, He never was chaser us any mazon, and He shouldn't forever. So just interesting that it starts off noichach and then it's third person. And Moshe Rabbeinu is teaching us, meaning part of the purpose of eating is, this is a simple yesod here in the first bracha. The reason, one of the reasons we eat is not just to enjoy ourselves or just to get by, to survive, to keep the guf keep the neshama in the guf, but we eat in order to praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And if one has kavanah in this first bracha, so if you just do it slowly and listen to the words, so it's quite an amazing thing. And there's a lot of musar here. And that statement, Hu noisein lechem l'chol basar ki yidam chastoi, who can say that they deserve anything? Kadosh Baruch Hu's kindness is just that. It's compassion, it's kindness, it's rachamim, it's chesed. And then the second bracha, noida lecha, that we thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the land. The land is thanked we're thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the land of Eretz Yisrael. And we start thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for more things. Now, we can start off thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for the land of Eretz Yisrael because it's the land of Eretz Yisrael that HaKadosh Baruch Hu promised us in the Torah. So, when we were saying Birkas Hamozon, which Mazon are we thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for? And the main Mazon of the whole world, B'derech side, it all obviously comes from Eretz Yisrael. It's in the schus of the tzaddik. So we straight away thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu for Eretz Yisrael, and that He took us out of Mitzrayim, and that we have Bris Milah, and that we have Torah Kadosha, etc. And we finish again Noida Lecha with Mazayin and Parnasa. So it's still within the theme of gratitude and Parnasa and Mazayin. Ve'ala kol, and we continue with gratitude. Yisparach shemcha b'fikol chai tamei l'olam vayed, etc. And then we say the pasuk al haaretz, and then al haaretz v'al Mazayin. Okay, so just until now it seems pretty straightforward. It's all about shvach and it's all about haidah, praise and thanks. And then we start rachem na. Rachem na is a bakasha. A bakasha is not the same as thanks. So what's a bakasha doing in Birkas Hamozon? And we're asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for mercy on Yerushalayim and Tzion and Mashiach, Malchus Beis David, and on Beis HaMikdash. And then we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for Parnasa and Kalkala and Ravacha and freedom from all of our troubles. So the simple reason that we do this here is that Moshe Rabbeinu had a lot of love and compassion for Klal Yisrael. And since he had a lot of love and compassion for Klal Yisrael, he inserted here a bakasha for rachamim. Because once a person's already opened the gates with gratitude, so it's the gates are open. It's a very, very good time to request something after you've expressed gratitude and thanks. It generates a lot of rachamim. And especially because here in the bracha of rachem, we're asking everything in the plural. So if one has the correct kavanah, one's really asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu for rachamim for all of Klal Yisrael. So it's a mamish and eis ratzain. And that's also, the Mishnah Berurah says, the reason why we say the harachamans after Ali Chasreinu, that's really the conclusion of the Birkas Hamazon Ali Chasreinu. We know that the bracha of Atov Meitiv was added on afterwards, but it's still part of the actual Birkas Hamazon. The harachamans are said because it's an eis ratzon, because we've done this mitzvah d'oraisa. So here I'm suggesting that Moshe Rabbeinu put in rachem because it's an eis ratzon and it's mamish during this mitzvah d'oraisa. It's a very, very special time, a very intimate time, as we said that it's a bracha d'oraisa. The Shemona Esrei that we say in the morning is not a bracha d'oraisa. There's no mitzvah d'oraisa to say the Shemona Esrei. There's a mitzvah d'oraisa to daven. Kiyum is chiyuv is the Rambam and the Ramban, but this actual format, this is actually the bracha itself is d'oraisa. So if we take this to heart, it's a very, very, very special mitzvah that we have. And like we said in the beginning, a person's parnasa is very, very, very much dependent on their Birkas Hamozon. And then in the final brach, the next brach is of V'nei Yerushalayim HaKodesh. That's part of Rachem. Boinu Berachma V'Yerushalayim Amen. That's part of Rachem. And that also follows the previous Ve'ala Kol and Noida that refer to Eretz Yisrael. As we know, the Ramban says it's everywhere in the Torah Kedosha, living in Eretz Yisrael. This is where HaKadosh Baruch Hu intends us to be, and this is the purpose of every mitzvah. The Ramban says is to be done in Eretz Yisrael. And then this is another thanks to that the Chachamim added on much, much later because of the miracle in Beitar. Fine. So just a little bit of chizuk about Birkas Hamozon. So we know the Gemara says that a person's mezainis are ktsuvim lai, right? The Gemara in Beitza, from Rosh Hashanah to Rosh Hashanah, a person's parnasa is set, and we know that in the midbar, everybody got a certain specific amount, and we know from the Torah Kedosha itself, Laman Anaisai, the man we see with Yirmiyahu, that he brought out of the Kodesh HaKadosh the man for them, to tell them the man does fall nowadays, and it is real, and it's all the time. We only look at the chitzonius, we look at the credit card, and we look at the work that we do, or the wife does, or whatever, or both of us, and we think that we're involved, but really it's all man. It's all from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, min hashamayim, man min hashamayim. So that with the Gemara in Beitza, so now we can understand what the Chinuch is saying. The Chinuch is saying l'chayra mezainos mitzuyim lai, meaning whatever is set for you in Rosh Hashanah is set for you. But if you say Birkas Hamozon is properly, and you say it's also with simcha, the Zohar Kodesh says, and the Ari Kodesh talks about doing it with simcha, then mitzuyim lai, meaning it doesn't necessarily add to the amount that you have set from Rosh Hashanah. There's ways to do that too, for another time. But it makes it that it's easy. It flows in easily. It doesn't have to be such a big deal. We have to recognize, we have to remind ourselves every day that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in charge. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in charge. So what a waste of energy to worry about something that's already being taken care of. I'm not getting into the sugya of how much ishtadlus, how much parnasa ishtadlus, and how much bitachon and da. I'm just saying, simply mitzad, the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah, the Gemara in Beitza, that it's already set from the beginning of the year, and then combining that with Birkas Hamozon, a person can get to have the simple skula of that it should come easily. Everything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has already set for a person, that it should come easily. It shouldn't be with worry. Obviously, like the Rosh Hashiva teaches, there's skulas and counter skulas. If a person does this skula of Birkas Hamozon, but he does other things that are counter skulas, he doesn't give chaimesh or whatever, he doesn't give ma'aser when he should, or ka'as is very bad for parnasa. There's various other things, disrespecting one's wife. There's other things that are bad for parnasa. Of course, there's counter skulas. We're just presenting the chinuch with the Gemara. And if there's any questions, you can WhatsApp me the questions or comments or feedback. You can WhatsApp me, or you can put it in the comments. And this should be in his chus, as we said in the beginning. And Be'ezras Hashem we'll do more be'iyun to come. But this is just a little bit of a psicha into Birkas Hamozon. Thank you very, very much.